Thank you for clicking on this brief presentation on the Chicago Professional Development School. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our presentation on the Chicago Professional Development School. My colleague Lois Leal and I are going to try to convince you in this brief presentation that the Chicago PDS is really where you want to do your internship and student teaching next year. My name is Dr. Elizabeth Skinner. I'm a faculty member in the Bilingual Bicultural program in the School of Teaching and Learning at ISU. I'm also the faculty liaison for the Chicago PDS. And because I'm so connected to the Chicago PDS, I am based in Chicago. I've lived in Chicago for over 20 years. I was a Chicago public school teacher, and my own two children, who are college age now, are graduates of the Chicago public school system. So in this brief PowerPoint, we are going to not only demonstrate our commitment to Chicago and the Chicago public schools, but talk about why you'll get so much support and learn so much about Chicago if you choose our PDS.
And I'm Lois Legal. I worked in Chicago public schools for 23 years, and then I've worked for ISU the last 7 years. After having lived in Chicago over 30 years, and both of my children attended CPS schools. So the point being, with the faculty here in Chicago, you'll get a really bird's eye view of all aspects of CPS in Chicago life. We want to make sure you understand that coming to Chicago PDS really provides you with some awesome opportunities. You get to work in schools that have a nice, clear vision of how to best serve students from a variety of backgrounds and learning profiles. It will help you sort of demystify a large urban educational system, and at the same time, the city of Chicago. So you'll become, you'll get a bigger, more thorough picture of things that you hear about ordinarily going on in Chicago and how those events impact the educational system and your students.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. And so, while Lois and I work out of the School of Teaching and Learning in Chicago, we want you to know that we collaborate closely with the Chicago Teacher Education Pipeline, and their staff and programming supports the work that goes on during the professional development school year. We do professional development sessions with you as student teachers and with your cooperating teachers. If you want to get involved with CTEP before you do Chicago PDS, you can get involved in the summer program called Step Up. And when you finish the PDS year, the folks at the Chicago Teacher Education Pipeline Office will also help make sure you get hired in the Chicago public schools, if that is your intent at the end of the year. And in Chicago, we focus on 5 different communities and work very closely with community partners at each location. ISU students through CTEP collaborate with Auburn Gresham in the Auburn Gresham community, Little Village, Albany Park, Pilsen, and East Garfield Park. Depending on the number of PDS students, most of the time, PDS students are placed in schools in the Little Village community or Albany Park. And in this map of the entire city of Chicago, I'm going to point out where the 5 communities are. Each red star represents one of our partner communities. On the north side, we have Albany Park. Here we have the next star down is East Garfield Park, then Pilsen here a little bit to the east, Little Village, and then Auburn Gresham, just so you get an idea of the scope of our reach and our presence in Chicago. If you want further information, and we hope that you do, you can look online, the information on the Chicago Teacher Education Pipeline. And also, here is Lois Legal's email, and here is my email address, and you can reach out with any questions. But we also hope that we see you at the PDS Showcase, one of our online sessions on Monday, September 14th. And in those sessions, we'll have more time and we can go into greater detail about what the year looks like. We hope to see you there, and we hope to see you in Chicago next year.